Well, I don't know about you lot, but it's not playing for me. Yeah, it is playing for me. I was just mocking our friend.
Good. Well,
What's the wheelchair for?
hi, I'm the Space Quest historian, and welcome back to the 11th hour, the movie, with my good friends Gareth Millwood. She's playing.
Hello.
Hello, and Frederick Olsen.
Hello. Is she playing the seventh guest?
Yes.
Not very well. Whatever she's typing has got absolutely nothing to do with what's going on the screen.
No, this is perennial 90s computer usage. Just type really fast, and then stuff happens on screen.
About what?
Eileen Wiley.
Is she a hacker?
Hello.
I suppose.
Are you still there?
Who are you?
My name is Robin Morales. I'm a producer for Case.
And as we have previously established, this is happening in the past. This is how she got trapped in the mansion.
Who told
Okay.
you that?
This is more difficult storytelling than Godfather 2, and it's not a compliment.
Oh, one thing I should probably let you in on. This was mentioned before, but just sort of in passing. This is... the person in the wheelchair is the sister to whatever her face is, the waitress at the diner, the one who had her
Right.
hand bitten off.
Okay.
What do you want from me?
They
Mr.
both
Ross?
went to the mansion together as teenagers,
Whatever that is.
and Robin is here to beat the information out of her.
Why are they in a big hall? This makes no sense.
I guess this is where she lives.
Wait, is she gonna beat a woman in a wheelchair?
I was, metaphorically, she's going to verbally
okay.
beat it out of her. Also, apparently she just, set up her hacker shop in some hotel's ballroom. I don't know.
Coming here from some moronic TV show.
It's a pretty big place.
Yeah.
God,
Spirit-
imagine imagine the rent and 90s money.
Seem to be doing a better job of doing like one shot and keeping it still in this particular episode than they were earlier.
I love that test 3D render on a TV screen way off in the distance. Looks like you do interesting work.
Do you think the current rash
Not
of murders
really,
and
no.
disappearances are connected to the house?
Reaction shots.
Get out. I knew it. I'm on the right track. Leave now.
Leave now, or, I'll throw one of my sparsely furnished furnitures at you.
What happened to Eileen?
Go and never darken my towels again.
What about the two boys?
Oh, Eileen, that was her name. The waitress name is Eileen, and this
I
is
never went there.
Samantha, her sister.
You haven't walked since.
And the first person to sing Come On Eileen gets booted from the call.
I just did.
So one woman lost her hand and another woman lost her legs.
Sort
Yeah.
of.
20
Yep.
years, Samantha. It's time you told the truth.
Oh, and I was right. It was 20 years ago.
And it's been 20 damn long years for me, the chocolate donut doctor.
Everyone loves donuts here in Twin Peaks. Harley on Hudson,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really not Twin Peaks.
Shite peaks.
Look at the vegetation in this room. I mean, that's not a lot of upkeep, is it?
Oh.
And this is not blue screen.
For UK fans out there, this is Bad Nightmare.
No, no more.
Take on me.
Take on me.
Oh.
I'm going to grab this weird person crying
By
on the
the
floor.
neck.
By the neck.
She ran away and left me. I couldn't move.
Same actress, 20 years ago. Just tie a bow in her hair, she'll be
I
fine.
was going to say that...
Is the compression bad or doesn't he cut his fingernails?
Both.
Ooh,
Both.
that's
Ah.
a shocker.
Here's
Dead
Chuck.
body? Is that
Chuck.
supposed to be a dead body?
Yeah, or a roll of carpet. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I mean, the guy who directed this must have, gotten a twofer, because if he packed some of his gear that way, he could both shoot this scene and have the cast and crew help him move.
Is that supposed to be a blood spot, or has he wrapped him in the Japanese flag?
I think it's the former.
Okay.
Maybe they just had an accident in the craft services. Ketchup
This
everywhere.
Deceased person drinks too much water.
Pisses blood, apparently.
Cranberry juice will clear that right up, mate.
It looks like cranberry juice.
Has anyone caught on to what Chucky Boy here is actually doing, apart from hauling dead bodies in sheets?
Does he do that to every single dead body he
Knocks 3
encounters,
times so the door opens.
Yeah,
That
Robin.
came up on the Palm Pilot as well, didn't it?
What if he
Yeah.
drives down there in the dark and it's the wrong house?
You can tell it's the house with a lot of weeds and shit growing in front of it. But yeah, Robin gave him a knife after their hideous kissing scene and told him to go
I've come to
do
tell you the
something. And
You ready
this is
for it?
apparently what he did. And
Come in.
this is about all the.
How did she get there?
Yeah, she just rolled. You know, she needed the exercise.
It's good
They see me
disability
rolling,
access for
they hate
mid-20s
him.
as well.
I mean, she's cooped up in there watching her own 3D renders play on loop for hours and hours, playing The Seventh Guest with a keyboard. You gotta get out, get some air.
Can I get you something?
No, I just need to collect my thoughts.
I have some
And
wine.
poor fucking actress. This is her big scene, and you guys are gonna want to pay attention because this is really fantastic. And poor actress really does her best with the material she's given. My heart goes out to her, truly.
You don't drink wine from a glass like that, you plebs.
Cheers.
Why have you got it in your bedroom as well? That's alcoholism.
Well, I mean, yeah, I am
It's
going
her
to
hotel room. It's
go out on a limb here and say that some of us have had alcohol in our bedrooms, Gareth. Then again, I used to live in a studio apartment.
That doesn't count.
There's
okay.
a day that goes by that my mind isn't.
I mean, my question is, why does she have 2 glasses? Was she expecting her to
Everything
drop
that's
by?
been
But
said.
I guess it's a hotel room. They have spare
Every breath I
glasses.
take is
I'm focused
influenced by
way
my
too much on the glasses.
I don't think realism is going to be, the main takeaway from this.
No? Okay. Well, just wait until she starts talking. Okay, do you mind if I record your nervous breakdown?
Eileen and I went. to the
90s
house.
bangs there.
Well, you didn't technically need to ask in the 90s. It probably wasn't law yet.
Disappeared. They were going to break into the Stoff Mansion, the so-called haunted house.
So-called, yes. It hasn't been full of ghosts at all the entire game.
Eileen didn't want to go with me, but I talked her into it. She
The
didn't.
90s was innocent. I mean, while teenagers today get up to, I don't know, dick pics on Snapchat and drugs and whatnot, back
Oh, I
then
dunno.
you just went to the nearest haunted house.
No, mid-90s was heroin. The kids today take far less drugs than our generation did when we were teenagers.
And if you send a dick pic, you had to do so by snail mail.
It takes forever to get there. The outrage is not immediately palpable. It's horrendous.
You had to take it down to the 30-minute video, 30-minute photo developer, and then you'd get arrested. It was much more difficult.
Oh, there it was.
But-
Did you guys see that?
No,
She was raped by the house.
raped by the house.
Is that why she has no control of her legs?
It actually is, and that explanation is coming up. Here's this
Raped
crazy lady.
by a house.
Yeah.
I hope that's not a flashback.
There sort of was.
I'll go out on a limb here. Given the prices for real estate over here, it sometimes feels like you're being raped by houses.
Jeez.
Some ungodly.
I think we just
Myself
plumbed.
from Colson's comments.
I think we just plumbed new depths of insensitivity on that one.
But how?
Yes, how is a very, very good question. And look at the fucking face acting on Robin here.
I mean, I do want to say that I am
And then the
no
house was
way
in me.
You know,
No.
and the house told me, okay, just a tip, love.
What the hell?
I mean, I do want to stress that I am not making fun of people who have been raped. I think it's awful. It's an awful crime. But
So's this.
Yeah.
if you think you have been raped by a work of architecture, you need to seek different counseling.
And this is the dog that bit off her hand, making furious air quotes here.
Okay.
How did you get away?
When it was finished with us, it just let us.
And
go.
actually, that scene we saw with Carl just sort of pawing at thin air near her ghostly head, that was during the aftermath.
How do you get raped by a house? Like
This is typical 90s stuff, though, isn't it? Oh, we need to be edgy. What's the best way we can do that? I know, violence towards women.
Yeah.
Well done, lads.
sexual violence. I became pregnant and I gave birth to a bungalow.
It's just, I mean, Gareth is absolutely right. It is phenomenally bad writing. Not only do you have violence towards women just as a plot device, and not only do they just gloss over the details. How did it happen? I'm not entirely sure. I blacked out and then
Jesus, she got
shit
a
happened.
back alley abortion?
Yes.
How much worse can this get? What's she gonna say next? Also, I have leprosy, you know, just to make it worse.
Serious
She
infection.
is calling it leprosy.
Well, not really. She just lost all feeling below the
The
waist.
result is what you see. I suffered irreparable nerve damage. I'm confined to a wheel.
This is
That's
awful.
a
in every
decent
sense of the
takeaway,
word.
given that if the rapist house decides to be on top of you, you know, you could be flattened like a pancake.
It's.
I'd rather spend my life in a wheelchair than have a child like that.
Oh wait, have
So
I?
Maria is half house.
Yes, she's half house. Have I been calling her Robin this entire time? I think I have. No, Robin is the person sitting
so.
across from her.
She's behind.
Yeah, that's Robin Morales, who is
Yeah.
100% human, not half house.
Evil thing that house is.
And-
That's like the worst plot twist ever. Can you imagine? I mean, if you think this is a legit good plot twist, and we're measuring this up against like, you know, shit like Luke, I am your father.
Just ask Eileen.
Luke, your father is a house.
And it was not a pleasant experience.
Like that dead raccoon your father found in the basement. Say what?
This guy's not even acting. He just wandered onto set and started spouting the first thing
What
that
am I
came to
doing?
mind. Yeah.
Right.
You trying to tell me something?
Stauf got edgy, didn't he? I mean, isn't the original game way more kid-friendly?
Oh, way more. And yeah, Stauf does taunt you and says, "Ooh, bad move. You shouldn't have gone down here," and stuff like that. But it's all pretty friendly. In this game, if
Yeah,
you
but not my comfy chair is going to get sexually violent with you.
Exactly. And in this game, when you fail a puzzle, he goes, "Oh, if only you had a brain. Oh, you're so stupid. God, I hate you." And it's just the game. The game just fucking abuses you left and right.
And you decided to share this abuse with us.
Yes, I did.
Because sharing is caring.
Very grateful.
Yeah, dear God. By the way, this is one of the actresses from the Seventh Guest making a cameo appearance. I guess she just wandered onto set as well.
Like me? You don't want me in your play?
Listen, it's not that I don't want you in my play.
Also, the syncing is way off, and I'm not sure why.
Syncing is worse than something Japanese dubbed into German and back to Japanese again.
So, technically, this is terrible. Plot-wise, it's terrible. And it's just offensive.
What's wrong with me?
This is remarkably bad.
Now,
Oh, but the special effects are
Gareth,
absolutely boffo.
Gareth,
Please.
Gareth, not
Yes.
all houses.
That house is going to be on the Supreme Court by the end of the year.
Oh god.
That joke is going to be completely out of date by the time this comes out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
So don't believe it.
politics work very slowly in the U.S. and
I was
pretty
going
sure
to
we
make a Bill, I was going to make a Bill Cosby joke, but between now and the time this comes out, he'll probably have committed suicide in jail. So
I'm gonna have to go through this with a fine-tooth comb and just bleep you guys left and right. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have no subscribers by the end of this.
I'm pretty sure that as soon as someone has received their sentence, it's no longer libel.
According to Samantha,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
spending the rest of your life in a wheelchair.
So this doesn't deal well with disability, abortion, rape.
something evil.
Or blue
And
screens.
housing.
Is somehow the daughter of this evil. Don't
I mean,
say
it's just what I was saying before was it
wait,
uses
wait,
it as a
wait.
plot device. It glosses over the details, doesn't even care, and then it has the audacity to try and introduce this supernatural element by claiming
So-
that a piece of masonry can do this. It's just
Yeah, I mean, hear me out on this, you guys.
Is there
If
anything in which
a house is able to have coitus, is mortgage a type of contraceptive or?
I think you need to go and retake sex ed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this works. You know,
I think
my
the-
sex ed classes didn't cover,
believe you.
buildings of any kind.
no. I think the writer of this needs to go retake sex ed as well. There are some transfer of bodily fluids that
just go there
I don't think he's quite clear on.
Yeah, whatever the writer of this has taken, steer clear, kids. It's not good for you.
He read a news story about a house being erected and he got the wrong end of the stick.
Oh, dramatic shot reveal. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no, please don't hurt the pluggy reporter. I swear her name is Robin and not something else. Alright. Well,
Fucking hell.
that was chapter 4. I mean 3.
That guy
I can
looks
count.
like how I feel about
The
this.
final act.
Oh yeah.
Christ. Let's just get this over and done with.
Where the plot all comes together.
Next week on Space Quest Story.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been turned off by this, then oh my god, stay tuned for the exciting finale coming up next week. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I honestly have no idea why you would, but do it anyway if you are into that sort of thing. Do leave me a comment, I guess, because I used to enjoy the comments, at least. So feel free to do one anyway. We'll see you next week, and until then, around the Chrono Stream.
Until next time, please do not enter any houses that you don't know well.
And don't let them enter you.